Last almost 6 months, I am very actively participating with our Metaforce team. And as everyone knows that tomorrow we are going to have a special day that we are going to launch our Uniteverse, at the same time our Force coin. So regarding that, some clarification. Today we are going to have a special meeting with our great upline leader, Mr. Hazeem from Calicut. So let us all together welcome Mr. Hazeem. Yes, Mr. Hazeem, please come.
Thank you, Josa. Thank you so much for your invitation, and definitely it is very a good evening, and also, of course, we are waiting for a great day, which is tomorrow. Yeah. And I hope everybody is doing good with his family, and let's go for that. And for sure, like in between, like let me introduce myself first. Probably some of you doesn't know me about myself. I'm Hazeem from Calicut, which is from Kerala, and I'm into this community since about more than 8 months, and I'm doing very good. And my full-time participation is there in this program. Actually, we all know about the classic program, which is started around 8 to 9 months ago, doing very well, and many of us have done very good and earned a lot. And why we have done today is like this is, as Mr. Mathan said, like this is a special session I have taken, and why is like we all know about and we all waiting for Uniteverse program, which is third program of our Metaforce entire project, which is more than 12 to 13 program ecosystem is our Metaforce program. So apart from classic and NFT, yes, we are going to start with the Uniteverse. Very long, like we were waiting for very long days because we know about the Uniteverse through Mr. Lado, who is our developer of this entire program. And yes, our community have got a lot of people, and 3 or 4 sessions been done with the Malayalam and Tamil as well. But English was completely missing out. But yes, many of you have gone through Mr. Lado's video. Most probably similar to that only I'm going to explain with. Yes, Mr. Lado was giving a big clarification, but there was some point of confusions was with all our partners. So yesterday we decided to have this session. So what I'm going to do today is like to just go through Uniteverse. I don't want to touch anything through classic program, because we all know about classic program since a couple of months, and we are doing very well with that and earning a lot with that. So now okay, we know how we have done with the classic program. We got some direct referrals, and yes, we have grown with some of the team, and some are still not doing good. But whoever done as of now, and whoever created a community, which means that they are going to gain a lot with the Uniteverse. Yeah, and Uniteverse, in fact, that is the core program, which is with the entire Metaforce program. So Uniteverse is the program which is introducing our Force coin, which all we were waiting, eagerly waiting for the coin launching process. Uniteverse, why Uniteverse is like having a 2 process with multi-mining process of the Force coin launching plus Metaverse connection. Okay, what is multi-mining means? We all participants, which is more than 1.2 million of participants already been covered with the program, and the entire process is really going good, very good. And the Force coin is going to launch with Uniteverse. So how the Force coin is launching means, we all know about that how the quantity of the Force coin been developed by Mr. Lado, which is 582 million of quantity. And out of 582 million, and 80% of the Force coin is going to be released with a Uniteverse program, which is called multi-mining process. The multi-mining process means like it will be burning and the quantity will be reduced, means that it will not get increased anymore in the future. So which is 80% quantity means like 462 million quantity will be releasing with the process of multi-mining session, which is Uniteverse program. And of course, the main permanent mechanism is Metaverse. So Metaverse will be connected after the mining process will be, once completed. So what is multi-mining process and how we are going to participate, and the main three processes, like how we are going to, participate with the Uniteverse, and how we are going to gain Force coin through the referrals, and how we are going to, get by compressed by, the program. So there are 3-4 ways that how we are going to, gain the Force coin. So now, okay, let's not talk about Metaverse. We know how the Metaverse is, of course, the nearest future. We are going to connect with the future technology, which is Metaverse. And of course, Metaforce also got the session of Metaverse in this entire program after the mining process is completed. Now, the mining process means, like, we know about, the Force coin is completely connecting through the process of Uniteverse, and we have a participation process the same way how we have done with the classic program. This is the things that you have to understand. In the classic program, we know about, like, there are 12 slots or 12 levels we have to activate with, and once we activated, which is lifetime activated, once we connected, which is lifetime connected. And here it is, instead of 12 contract, there are 9 tiers processes happening with Uniteverse in multi-mining process, which is called 9 tiers. We can consider like a level 1, level 2, level 3, and in total there is a 9 tiers. Okay, and this is the value of the tiers. Okay, now you can see in the screen, which is tier 1, we are going to spend $50, which is 50 DAI, and when we spend 50 DAI, which 200 Force coin will be released to our wallet. And once we activated, the activation process done, and the 200 piece of Force coin will be distributed to our uplines. And of course, there are few will go to the downlines as well, which is kind of orbit process that I will show the screen and the design, how it comes with. What we have to understand is, in classic program, as I said, once activated, which is lifetime activated. Here it is, each tier, which each level got each values, which is same like a doubling, like in classic. Here it is doubling in tiers. Tier 1 will be 50 DAI. There will be releasing of 200 Force coin that will be distributed within our team or circle of our team. And the same, and this 1 tier or 2 tier or 3 tier, we can activate one by one. The day 1, which is tomorrow itself, we can activate as per the possible numbers of tiers. And whatever tier we activated, those entire quantity of coins, like tier 1 is 50 DAI, which is 200 Force coin, and tier 2 is 100 DAI, which is 400 Force coins, and so on, which is 300. The third tier will be 200 DAI, which is 400 Force coin, sorry, 800 Force coin. So those quantity, once we activated, this will be distributed within the circle. Plus, at the same time, we can buy one time when we activated the tier 1s, at the same level, we can spend another 50 DAI for buying of coin set, which is same quantity. So let's say tier 1 we activating, and we don't need to activate, or we don't need to spend for the coin set at the same time. You have 30 DAI time. In between any time, you can spend another 50 DAI and buy the coin set, which you will receive 200 Force coin as your asset, where you can keep as your asset. Okay, and the level 2 also same, like you spend another 100 DAI, where you will get 400 Force coin as your asset. What mainly you have to understand is, the tiers are valid only for 30 days. When you activated tier 1 or tier 2 or tier 3, the day will be counted. The screen will be visible with the countdown, where you will have only valid only for 30 days. This 30 days means your orbit will open. That I will show in the next screens. This is the screen will open once you activated in tier 1, and the countdown will show where there is a 30 days of validity or time of countdown. Up to the date of 30 days, the orbit will get filled, and the next screen you will understand how the orbit design will be. And the same time, you can activate your coin set, where you can spend another 50 DAI, as I mentioned earlier. Okay, now what mainly you have to understand is, when you activate, once you activated the force coin, I mean, the tier 1, you will be having a 30 days and the orbit will be filled. Whatever filling happened, maybe the full circle will be filled. That next screen you will understand. And each, once completed the orbit filling process, you will be having a 930% of your investment as a return, which means 50 DAI you spent and you will get about 465 DAI or worth of 465 DAI force coin. That is as per your choice what you can accept with. You can accept as 100% as a force coin, which is worth of $465 DAI, or you can accept as 100% as a DAI, or you can accept as a 50-50, where which is 50% of force coin and 50% of DAI. In between the 30 days, if your entire cycling process is happened, which means your next cycling will start within the same time frame, but 30 days will expire. So after 30 days, what we have to do is you have to spend another 50 DAI. That is one of the option. But at the same time, you can do whatever the force coin you earn or whatever coin set you already purchased. You have to use only 20% of the quantity to extend, like to renew the same tire, which means you spend $50, you got 200 force coin, which is distributed. And let's say you buy another 50, you spend another $50 to buy another 200 as your asset. In between, the cycling process or the filling process will happen. You will gain more force coin that you are as an asset. You have to spend only 20% of the force coin, means instead of 200 force coin, initially you spend one tire, which is $50 and 200 force coin. You have to spend only, instead of 200 force coin, you have to spend only 40 force coins. Your instead means like only you're spending 20% to extend, means once extended happen, another 30 days it will get valid. Means tier 2 you have to spend instead of 40 in the tier 1, tier 2 you have to spend 80 force coin, which is 20% of 400 pieces. So this is how the extension that you can do it. Okay, now you can see whenever whatever tires you activated, the countdown will show like this, and you can monitor accordingly. And of course, the orbit also will show like this. Uniteverse is completely, it's a binary matrix system. However, unlike it is tactile, which is classic, it is not a dividing matrix, and it is activation of tires as a period of 30 days, which I explained already. So this is how the matrix will show. Same like classic, when we activated $5, our matrix will visible. We can see A and B, and there are total of 6 dots where we have to fill and we have to complete the cycling, and we can refill again as per the recycling process is unlimited. Same way, in between the 30 days, unlimited times you can do the recycling process as per your team. And of course, this will come up and down. That I'll explain in the next slides. This is how the referral process will happen, which means each tire you spend, for example, you have spent $50, you activated one tire. And of course, after you activated, only your downline should activate, that you have to communicate and do the proper process. You must ask them to wait until your activation process is completed. Once you completed, you tell your direct reference. We don't know, many people are holding 6 people, 10 people, how many numbers we don't know. Like how many members are active and who's ready for activating Uniteverse tire activation process. What you have to understand is, the tire, once tire is activated, your direct referrals, whoever it is in classic, same people is going to, once activated, you will get 10% of force coin as a reward for you. Means your level 1 in classic people, let's say you have 6 people, those 6 people, once they activated 10% of the quantity, means the tire 1 is 200 piece of force coin, like 20 piece of force coin from the direct referral you will get as a reward. And from level 2 means like their referral, second level, how many members. So those activating, you will get a 7%. And from the third level, you will get 4%. And the fourth level, from the fourth level, you will get 4%. So 10, 7, 4, 4, which is 25%. Now our question is, where is the balance 75%? Means you will get from the same person from level 1, even if he is a direct referral, you will get another 15%, because the matrix, or the orbit cycle will fill by each orbit, each point will fill by 15% of the force coin which is activated from the person. Mean it will fill automatically. It is not like we are pointing people and we are placing people. We cannot do it. This orbit filling process will happen from the downline and from the upline as well. What you have to understand is, from your direct referral you will get 10% plus 5%, 15%. From the second level people you will get 7% plus 15%. From the third level people you will get 4% plus 15%. And the fourth level, from the fourth level you will get 4% plus 15%. So, and again another 15% from the fifth level. And you have to understand is, your matrix, I mean your orbit cycle will fill not only from the downline, of course it is from upline as well. So from the entire cycle, you will get filled. Once completely filled, if it is a tier 1, you will have a 62 dots, which means you will get around 930% of against investment ROI. You can consider as an ROI that you will get in one cycle, which is, instead of $50 or 50 DAI, you're going to get $465, or instead of worth of that, you will get quantity whatever it is collecting with. And as I said, within the 30 days, there is no limit. It is unlimited cycling process. Whatever number happen, whatever filling happen, we will receive as a force coin. From that force coin, from each tier, you have to spend only 20% of the value. If it is 50, as I mentioned, $50, which means $10 worth force coin, means 40 force coin need to use from your asset or rewards, whatever you receive, to reactivate, like a renewal process. You will get orbit filling process again. So this is how, apart from the 10-7-4-4, the same cycle will be filled like that. From every corner, every point, you will get 15% each. So whatever the 15% will be considered based on their activation. If they are activated with the 50 DAI and 200 force coin, out of 200 force coin means like you will be receiving each point 30 force coin. 15% of 200 force coin means 30 piece of force coin you will receive from the each point whoever comes within the orbit cycle. And apart from that, you will get from your direct referral as well. And from the direct referral, apart from that 10-7-4-4, and for same person, you will get 15 as well. So this cycling process, this is how the cycling will happen. And you have to understand there is a spillover process. Personally from the personal invited people, and from your structure, spillovers from above and spillover from below. It is not like a classic that the spillovers will happen from our parallel leg or from the downline. It will come from all the corners, from your upline, and their sidelines, their uplines. You can consider the level which is 5 generation from up, and the five generation from the down. The layers will consider like that. And one more thing you have to understand is there is a compression process, which mean, you remember that classic, if we are not activated, for example, level 7 in classic, and the same level that we did not activate, or our team member is activated, means that will cross. It is like a warning process. It will happen, which mean, for example, if I did not activated tier 5, and one of my direct partner is activating tier 5, which mean this will cross, and the orbit filling process of process will happen for my upline as per his availability or as per his activation process. If he is activated 5, 5 is ready, and which I did not activated, and my my downline, one of the person is activated, which will go up, and he will get it. He will be enjoying the margin, or enjoying the quantity of force coin. And another process you have to understand is apart from compression, and there is a process of the tier 1 will start with the layer 1. You can see middle, if we are the one who is sitting in the middle, and the nearest one you can see from the first orbit 1 and 1, which means the tier 1 filling will happen with the 2 people, and tier 2 will start with the second layer, which there is a 4 people, which mean the size of the orbit will get extended based on the tier numbers. Which means that you have to understand is, if the tier 1 orbit will show with the 62 dots, and tier 2 orbit will show with 128 dots, which means one another layer at the end will get increased, which is huge number. So the filling will be more and the income will be also more, not like 930%. The 930% will be only for the tier 1, and the 1820% will be from the tier 2 and so on. The third tier activation will start with our third layer, where it is 8 people is there. So this is how the filling process will happen. This is how we can enjoy our reward process from the Uniteverse and the Forcecoin mining process. And this is what I just mentioned. In fact, the slide was the previous, which I by mistakenly opened. You can see for the second tier, the first line is not counted, and 4 people from the second line are considered your first orbit, which I mentioned. The layer 2 will start with the second layer, and layer 3 will start with the third layer, and layer 4 will start with the fourth layer, which means each layer connected means like every tier will have an orbit that we can open and see how the filling happen. And same like a classic, we can touch them and we can see the wallet name, wallet number, the wallet address. Same like classic, we can monitor everything. So the income generating will be huge for sure, no doubt at all. And what you have to do is be ready with DAI and everything, and make sure that you have enough money ready with you, because whoever do, not only from your downline, of course from the upline itself, it will get activated. Everybody is waiting for that. And I see the countdown where it is only another let's say maybe 20 hours or 19 hours. So soon that will get launched. There is no, if doesn't have any other error or any delay, definitely the launching will happen on time. And we have to make sure that we have enough DAI. At least instead of buying a coin set, you have to make sure the activation process is happening, because coin set you can buy at any time. There is no issues, because coin set, there is no control that yourself you can decide within the 30 days of the first tier activation, you can buy the coin set. So that is always available there. And of course, there is a multi-mining process will happen by micro box process and all. I don't know whether you have seen that. If I start explaining that, it will take another maybe 30 minutes. So let's wind up with this section. I hope you understand the process of Uniteverse, and I warmly welcome each one of you, because I don't want any one of you leaving from this session without understanding any of the point what I explained. So Mr. Mathan, I would like to take a minute or another 15 minutes or 10 minutes from any of the number who want to ask the question, please.
Yes. So thank you, Mr. Hazeem, for the detailed explanation. Now, those who have doubts, please raise hand, and you can ask any for clarification. Mr. Hazeem is there to explain. You can raise your hands. I think nobody has got any doubt.
So any feedback apart from the question?
Yeah, that also. So if you don't have any doubts, you can have a feedback on the session. As Mr. Hazeem said that tomorrow this going to Uniteverse is going to open, and the income will be huge.
Okay, Mr.
So,
Fazil Taju and Mr. Another one, Mr. Anub also there who raised the hand. So I'll just request them to. Okay, I'll invite Mr. Fazil Taju first to
yes.
unmute from his side.
Sir, how to get the spillover from the upline? Can you explain?
The spillover is there as per the dots that every layers there is a number of point where it is going to fill. So the last dot will get as a spillover. This is what I understand from the explanation from the technical team.
Okay, thank you.
All right. And Mr.
Okay,
Anup, please unmute from your side.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Sir, tomorrow what time that open that Uniteverse?
See, Mr. Anub, as what I understand is like you can also see from your interface in Metaforce, it's showing like another 17 or 18 hours. So probably it will get launched on time as if doesn't have any issue in technical side.
Okay, we can see in that time, no?
You can see because when you open your interface, you just go to a force system. At the beginning, you can see classic tactile, and then there is NFT, and the third option you can see Uniteverse. So click on show, you can see the countdown.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right.
Next, Fasil.
Friends, I really ask you to make sure that that you understand each and every point that I explain. I don't want you guys get mess up with the explanation.
Yes, next, Fasil.
Fasil, I think he raised the hand. He already asked the question. Anybody else, friends? I think, Mr. Matan, we can wind up the session.
Yeah, sure. So I once again thanks to each and every participant, and especially our today's speaker, Mr. Hazeem, explained very well. And still, if you have any doubts, no problem. You can contact with your immediate upline, and they will be able to give you more clarification. So for the day, we will